Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. So today I'm from Group 1 we are from Group 1 are going to present to you about a case study about a development of activity-based costing in fabrication company. So this slide we are prepared for Dr. Ridwan Ahmed Ali Al-DHAMERI. So my name is FITRI binti LAMINI with metric number 264751 with my group members which is AZIRA binti AZMI 273982, IMMANUEL ZECHARY anak lelaki GANIAH VINSAN with metric number 273363 and Tam Jayin with metric number 254183. So I'm going to present to you about the introduction. So what you should know about the introduction. The first one is what is costing system? The costing system is designed to monitor the costs incurred in a business. The system comprises of a set of forms, processes, controls, and reports that are designed to aggregate and report to management about revenues, costs, and profitability. So what you should know that many business all around the world started from the costing calculation. So there are basically two types of costing system that the business are currently follow. So the first one is traditional costing method and the second one is activity-based costing method. So what is traditional costing method? Traditional costing method is an allocation of factory overhead to products based on the volume of production resources consumed. And the activity-based costing method is about attributes variable, fixed and overhead directly to each product by using the activities required. The next one is about this is an example in manufacturing such as forging industry by Rezai et al. 2008, rebar fabrication Yongwu et al. 2011, machine assembly Gunasekaran 1999, others Alnestic and Segerstedt 1996, Baxandel 2001. And what you should know that all of these do have teams to come out with costing calculation on each product. And the next one I will going to define about what is manufacturing cost. So I'm going to tell you what is manufacturing cost. Manufacturing cost is about the costs that are directly involved in manufacturing of product which consists of direct material, direct labor, and manufacturing overhead by Hong Ren et al. So the next one we are going to see about we are going to look about the main business of this company that we are studying. The main business of this company is to fabricate special vehicles components such as petrol tankers, diesel tankers, vacuum tankers, aircraft refuelers, and others. And currently, the company is using the traditional costing system to calculate its product manufacturing costs. So basically, we are going to talk about the purpose of this study, why we are gonna be study about this method. So the first one, the purpose of the study is to develop a ABC manufacturing cost calculation template for the company to be used at engineering department. And the second one, we are going to compare between the traditional costing and ABC method costing and ABC method. So that's all from me. Thank you very much. And the next one is my group members, which is AZIRA binti AZMI. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi to doctor. My name is AZIRA binti AZMI 273982. So today I'm gonna explain about analysis and results based on traditional costing and activity-based costing. So basically, This study is based on a case study from the fabrication company in order to demonstrate and apply the activity-based costing method together with traditional costing method for 3 selected product range as shown in the table below. So the product range is based on Malaysian ringgit. For the there are 3 products, which is product A, B, and C according to the range. Product A with a low range, and the total range is 80,000 ringgit to 120,000 ringgit Malaysia, and the output in the year 2014 is 550. For product B, which is medium range, from 121,000 ringgit Malaysia to 171,000 ringgit Malaysia, and the output in the year is 40 units. And the last one is product C, which is high range, from 171,000 ringgit to 500,000 ringgit, and the output in the year is 30 units. For this slide, this table 3 shows the typical traditional costing system, which calculates the total cost of raw materials and direct labor, then applies the overhead costing using 5% of direct materials cost of allocation factor for 3 respective product range. Tracking and compiling the direct costs, which is direct materials and direct labors, are almost straightforward task. However, the most difficult part is managing and allocating overhead costs to individual products, as shown in the table 3. So, Miller in 1996 argued that traditional costing system is like one stage costing, in which the overhead cost is allocated is the proportion of the amount of resources, such as in this case 5% of direct materials cost. So in this table there are 3 products, product A, B, and C. The direct materials for product A is 52,929 ringgit Malaysia. Direct labor is 15,350. Overhead cost is 2,646, and the total cost is 70,925. For product B, direct material is 155,350 ringgit. The direct labor is 15,000. The overhead cost is 7,760 ringgit, and the total cost is 178,188,000 ringgit Malaysia. For product C, the direct material is 238,144 ringgit Malaysia. Direct labor is 22,600 ringgit. The overhead cost is 11,907 ringgit Malaysia, and the total cost is 272,711 ringgit Malaysia. For this slide is the case analysis using ABC costing system. The activities performed during the fabrication process of these parts can be divided into 5 categories, which is shown in the table 4. The first category is packaging material, second is setting up machine, third is running machines, next is assembling products, and the last one is inspecting finished products.
Good day guys, my name is IMMANUEL ZECHARY and my matrix number is 273363, and I will be teaching you estimation of cost drivers and allocating overhead costs to each product. So first of all, how do you find cost driver rates? Is by using the estimated activity cost divided by estimated volume of each cost drivers. So after you find all of the cost drivers for each activities, so now you just gotta use the estimated activity cost divided by the estimated volume of cost drivers, and that's how you will get the cost driver rates. So for purchasing materials, 900,000 divided by 2,200 requisitions, and you get 409 requisitions per requisitions. For setting up machines, it's 420,000 divided by 550 setups, and you get 764 per setups. For running machines, 320,000 divided by 1,800 and under 67 per machine hours. And assembling products, 250,000 divided by 32000 labor hours, and you'll get 7.8 labor hours per labor hours. Don't forget the per labor hours. And last but not least is for the inspecting finished products, 350,000 divided by 7,000 inspection hours, and you get 50 inspection hours. On After you find a cost driver rates, now we gotta use the cost driver rates to allocate each overhead cost to each product. So back to go to the next slide is the table required for each product A, product B, product C, and this is the cost driver volume for each activity. So now we gotta use all of these values times by the cost driver rates. So that's how you allocate the overhead by using the cost driver rates and using this cost driver volume value. So for the next slide, which is the table on how you will find the allocating overhead by using the cost driver rate. So for cost driver rate times by 10, which the cost driver rate is 409 times by 10, which you get 4090. The 409 is from the cost driver rate we calculated before using the activity, and cost driver volume, the value 10 is from the table which is on the previous slide. So both times this both, and you will get the purchasing material cost, overhead cost 4090. And do all of these for each activity and each product there are three, is A, B, and C, and activity there are five. So for setting up machine is 764, the one that you calculated before, that value times by 5, which is from the previous slide, and you'll get 3820. And for running machine, 167 times 13, and you'll get 2171. 7.8 for assembly products is the cost driver rate times 100, and you'll get 780. For inspecting finished products, 50 times 24, and you'll get 1200. Add all of these five activity: 4090, 3820, 2171, 780, and 1200. Add all of these five, and you'll get the total overhead cost per unit. For the total manufacturing cost per unit, you gotta use the direct material of product A and direct labors of product A. Both of these you adding together plus with the total overhead cost per unit, and you get 80,340. So this is the first product, all of the volume. So as for product B, product C, it works the same, just that the value cost driver volume will be different according to the previous slide. 13.75, which is from purchasing manual material, times by the cost driver rate, which we have calculated before, 5,623.75. For setting up machine, 4.225 times 164, and you get 3,247. 167 times 11.25, and you get 1,878.75. 7.8 times 200, and you get 1,560. Inspecting finished products, 50 times 45, and you'll get 2,250. Add all these 5, and you will get the total overhead cost per unit as you did from product A. As you did for product A, you also did the total manufacturing cost per unit. So to get that, as you did in product A, use the direct material for product B and direct labors, add these both together and add it with total overhead cost per unit. Add these 3 together, and you will get total manufacturing cost per unit. And last but not least, it's for product C. Using the cost driver volume for product C according to the table that is from the previous slides, and by using the cost times by the cost driver rate, which we have calculated before on the start of the session. So 409 times 38.3 equals to 15,665. For setting up machine, 764 times 4.3, and you'll get 3,285. For running machine, under 67 times 23.3, and you'll get 3,891. 7.8 times 633.3, and you get 4,940. As last activity for this calculation is inspecting finished products, 50 times 133.3, and you get 6,665. Add all these 5 together as you did before, 34,446, and for the total manufacturing cost per unit. Direct materials for product C and direct labor for product C. Add these both together and add it with total overhead cost per unit. Add all these three and you get 295,250. So this is how you calculate the cost driver rate and allocate the overhead to each product. This is how the calculation happens if it is in the ABC costing system. So this is the end of my session, guys, and I'll give it to my group mates. Thank you, have a nice day, and hope you understand this. And again, my name is Emmanuel Zachary, and my matrix number is 273363. Thank you, have a nice day.
Next is about the comparison of cost per unit using the different cost system and show how different the cost can be depending on the method used. The results show that the difference between the ABC method and traditional method with its unit per cost. So the results show that the difference between using traditional method and ABC costing method. ABC method reveals that the plant-wise costing system under costs the low-volume product A, B, and C. Activity-based costing has revealed that low-volume, specialized products have been cost of greater cost than manager has realized. So the difference between the traditional method and ABC method is traditional method using only one cost driver and ABC method using multiple cost driver. Activity-based costing is a more accurate method because it assigns overhead based on the activity that drive the overhead cost. It can be concluded then that the cost and subsequent gross loss for each unit sale provide a more accurate picture than the overall cost and gross profit under the traditional method. Next, we come to the conclusion. As a conclusion, we can see that ABC costing method is better and more accurate way of calculating overhead cost to manufacturing cost. So in this study, total manufacturing cost per unit was different for both costing method. Overhead costs in traditional costing do not usually give a clear picture so as to control and reduce these manufacturing costs. ABC method also wide scope in contents of cost reduction and cost control for process improvement activity in the company. So, ABC system also can be successfully applied in other segments of the organization function. For example, administration, marketing, and distribution. It can equally be applied in service sector also, like bank, insurance, hospital, logistics, and other segments. So in conclusion, ABC costing method, although it is more complicated to use and calculate, but it is more accurate in measure the overhead to the manufacturing cost. So thank you for watching the presentation.